Well, it's 11:30 on a Wednesday morning, Wednesday. Weird spelling. I've been out here about an hour or so. I've got this diagram drawn up of the bike's electrical system as I envision doing it. And then here's the switch that I was working on yesterday. I've got the wiring, like I said, 3 wires. This is your power in, this is your ignition out, and this is your lights out. Now, if I put the a battery here, I should be able to illustrate these with test leads, and I'll do that. I'll set that up, make sure that this actually works. So I'll set the tripod up and do a demo. All right, I've set up a little test. I've got the battery connected to power in, and this connected to the other leg of the battery. So, hello, battery. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's ground. Okay, this is live. Oh man, okay, this is live. Now at this point in time, the switch is all the way off. So there's no power to the lights and no power to the ignition, okay? Now if I turn it to position 1, which is going to be ignition only, I've got power to the ignition, no power to lights. Now if I go to position next, I should have ignition still, and I do, and I should have lights. So apparently this will serve to turn the bike on, ignition, and ignition with lights. And all I have to do is tie these 3 wires into the simplified electrical system that I've drawn up here. And I'll go ahead and mount this thing now and start making connections. Well, it's 1:30. Yeah, right around 1:30. And I've got the wiring in the headlight complete. And, well, it still looks like a mess, doesn't it? Anyway, it is complete. It is very neat by electrical standards. Everything's tight. And I'm going to squash that one in a little bit better. So this is ignition, and this is lights, and this is power coming in from the ammeter to the ammeter from the ammeter. And high beam, low beam, and horns all wired. So we'll just see how it goes when I power it up, as soon as I finish wiring all of this. This is where we get into, boy, that's a lot of wires you don't need. So that's what we're going to do next. We being the royal we. Well, it is, let's see, 2:45. Yeah, that's a good time to start. That's a good time to start stopping. As I said, the cowl area up here is as complete as I think it needs to be, pending testing. And back here, I've been working on the mid-bike electrics. Let's see, these are the 2 wires that go to the tail section. Let me zoom out. Thank you. These are the 2 wires that go to the tail section, tail and brake. Notice there's no ground wire. I may add a ground wire. In the olden days, they used to use the frame of the vehicle for ground. It's not great, so we'll see. If it works, it works. This is the ignition wire that goes down to the distributor. This is the wire that comes back from the ammeter and to the battery. And this is the wire that goes, where is it? It's in here. Goes to the battery from the rectifier. The rectifier has to go send the power up to the ammeter and back in a big loop. And then this guy runs the power up there. The load is up on the other end. It doesn't, I know it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. But anyway, so this fuses the load that's actually picked off the side of the ammeter. This is ignition coming back, and that'll be powering the ignition system. That goes to the coil. And everything else here, let's see, one of these is brake and one is tail light. And tail light, as I recall, what did I use for tail? Oh, I know what I used for tail light. Tail light is brown and green. So this is tail light. This will go to those. Okay, and the brake will go down as ignition, and it goes over to the switch here. There's white coming out, and then brown goes back up and gets connected to the other wire going to the taillight. So we're really close to doing this. I'm just getting a little tired now. We're going to rest by taking the dogs for a walk. So that's where we are. We're getting close.